Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye. In a menudo style in direct fashion, man, we're going to get straight into it. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notifications on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I am kicking. And I highly appreciate, make sure my Rosha's right, all the support, man. Thank you. Wow, right? What a difference, hey, why can't we be friends? What a difference a day makes, right? You know, we are the world, we are the children. Michael Jackson all mad because Bruce Springsteen stole the show. Now, look, let's give it to you raw and real. Ghostface or G-Face or Little Ghost or whatever you want to call him has been, you know, trending. He's been on the internet for various reasons. You know, last week he dropped a bombshell video, man, that was pretty much disproven, you know, as a taped together fucking puzzle piece. Now, this fucking video right here was in response, or basically was a recording about Bozo being with the underage minor, man. And I don't want to keep that shit going because I truly don't believe that, right? Straight up right here. I don't care if in the past Bozo has directed comments at dropout gang members or non-affiliates or people who he construes as not being what he is, right? At the end of the day, he's a rapper. I respect that. But right is right, homie. You know, and I'm going to say, I don't believe that shit. Now, this whole thing started because of a diss song that Bozo directed, or not basically directed at Ghostface, but he definitely mentioned his name as well as Swifty Blue, right? And I always thought Swifty Blue and G-Face were camaradas. I thought they were homeboys. You know, in fact, the first time that I seen G-Face ever on the internet, or he ever was brought to my attention, was in a picture, I think it was in Vegas, of himself and Swifty and another character, and they were showing guns and, you know, doing clout-tivities. In the words of China Mac, clout-tivities, right? So they were doing a little few clout-tivities, and that's when I first said, who is this cat? And the next thing you know, man, there was several channels exposing him for, you know, having bad paperwork or whatever. You know, I'm not here to speak on that. I'm just saying I always thought that him and Swifty were rocking together. I thought they were homeboys, you know, but I understand the situation. I understand that, I guess, you know, G-Face, you know, has voiced his opinion now concerning Swifty Blue. And basically, I seen a clip the other day where he was like, fuck Swifty Blue, man. I ain't got nothing to do with that cat. Forget that cat, right? Where he's belittling Swifty because he believes Swifty ain't up to par or up to his level, or that he's seen something that made him step away or step back from Swifty. I don't think it's that. I don't think, you know, any of these characteristics that Swifty has been displaying has made him step back. I believe he truly stepped back from Swifty because he didn't want to get, you know, he didn't want anyone in the way of what he's trying to do. He's trying to shine. You know, he's trying to post videos getting his teeth done and with stacks of money. You know, when you have two guys who are blowing the internet up and who are basically out there doing their thing, you know, you get the fuck out of my way. It's like, hey, you see, you're hogging the spotlight. He's like David Ruffin and the Temptations, right? He wanted to be David Ruffin. You know, he didn't want to be Otis. You know what I mean? They don't come to see you, Otis. You know, you wish you could work it like this. So G-Face wanted to get Swifty out the way. So automatically the best thing to do in the way to do that here on the internet, right, is to disrespect them or let everyone know that you're not feeling them. Go from friends to foe, right? And I don't understand. But what I've been liking lately is Swifty's been keeping his fucking mouth shut, right? When that fucking diss song came out, Bozo dissed him. You know, G-Face took it personally, went off the hook, started fucking pushing recordings out there. And I got just a little bit more to speak on about that because I watched a video the other day, man, and I wanted to clarify some shit. Because people have been giving someone a rough time who truly, honestly doesn't deserve it. But anyway, so fucking, this fucking dude G-Face the other day, he says he don't fuck Swifty Blue. He don't fuck with him, right? And Swifty's been keeping his mouth shut. He's a smart dude, right? Smart dude, man. He's finally learning. You know, maybe getting stomped out at the courthouse, or, you know, maybe all these people fucking clapping and cheering at you know, thinking that he got stabbed. Because his name's been out there too. He realized that he has a lot more people that don't like him. And at the end of the day, you know, the dude's just doing what he does. He's representing, doing his music. You know, people can hate him or love him. He's going to continue to do what he does, man. Until they run up on him and handle their business, well, then it is what it is, right? You know, some people are going to do that. Some people are just going to talk about it. Now, when it comes to Ghostface, when he dropped that recording, and didn't retract statements. So he's been saying, he's putting racks on it, homie. He's letting Bozo know, man, we can put some money on it. You can meet up with me. We could do whatever, right? Or we could just kill the noise and don't say my name and I'll keep your name out of my motherfucking new dentals, right? And, Bozo's not feeling that. So, of course, he released some paperwork and the back and forth has been going. And quietly as it's kept, I'm going to keep it honest with you, man. It's not a good look for the southern side, not the other side. It's not a good look to see all these rappers and internet characters going at it. I understood when I was having beef with people, it wasn't a good look for myself. It ruins your business. It starts affecting your family life. It starts affecting your psyche and what you're doing, man. And if you're a real man, just knuckle up. If not, just stop it. Learn to fucking take the higher road and just wiggle. Get on. You don't need to continue, to fall into people's traps. That's just how they get clout. That's called cloutivities. That's how they win off your name. The best thing to do is ignore it, homie, block it, and bounce. Straight up. Or fucking make it into something that you might not want it to be. Or they might not want it to be. Either way, I'm gone from all that mischief and mess, right? I learned my lessons. So now, when it comes to G-Face, this guy, he's that one, huh? He really thinks he's that one. This Vato, according to him and whoever's around him, say he's that one. He's putting racks on it, money. Look, play money don't count, homie. He has way more money than I've ever had. That's a fact, right? So far, right? He's doing his thing on a different level. And maybe not everyone has the same amount of money, but money don't make you a man, Holmes. Showing off money on the internet doesn't make you a man. That just lets everyone know that you got that and they can go get that. That's all that does. So, anyways, as far as him and Swifty Blue go, Swifty hasn't said anything about it, but man, G-Face basically said, fuck Swifty, homie. Thank you for putting me on, Swifty. This is kind of like a Mozzie Filthy Rich thing, Everyone in the Bay Area or in the industry knows that Filthy Rich went and fucking threw his mono out there for fucking Mozzie. Got him up out the slums of Sakura, man. Helped him. The guy could rap. But he reached out, man. And when that Vato got on, that Vato said, I ain't fucking with you no more, right? That's what happens. People get on and they get a little clout, get a little bit of money, a little fame, homes, and they forget, who helped them in the first place, who helped them get there. It's cool, though. It be like that sometimes. You have to learn to live with that. That's part of this world that we live in, man. Not everybody thinks the same. There are those that will appreciate it to the day they rest, homes. There are those that will rock with you regardless of anything. There are those that truly are true friends like China Mac is to Crip Mac. There's real ones like that. But then there's a lot of people, more than meets the eye. They'll fucking Autobot up, right? And next thing you know, they hate you. And they'll be some of your worst haters. They'll be some of the people that are on your neck bone the worst because they have more intimate details of your life. They know you, homie. So what they do is they utilize what they know to fucking shred you like Shredder in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. It's fucked up. So anyways, G-Face saying this shit about Swifty was very troubling to me because, at the same time, I never heard Swifty disrespect this dude or say anything about what he was doing. He was just doing his thing. He was getting his wiggle on down the freeway. Meanwhile, G-Face is like, fuck that punk. He's a sucker, man. He went out. I ain't never going out like that. No. You going out, homie. You might not have went out like that. Yeah, right? But still, man, you don't beat a man down when he's down. Don't knock a man down when he's down on his luck. Fuck, let the Vato get up first and handle his business. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about was I actually watched Flacco from a convict's perspective the other day. It happened to come up in my feed, man. I said, let me see this. And I seen how, when this video dropped, when G-Face dropped his video with the audio recording, he thanked Flacco, right? He said, hey, shout out to a convict's perspective for fucking, basically putting me up on game. And a lot of people took that and ran with it and said, ooh, he's got an intimate relationship with Flacco. They're cool. They're homies. And they talk behind the scenes or whatever. And if that's their business and they do, that's their business. But from what my ways of thinking and analyzing the whole video and the situation, Flacco wasn't the first one to drop that video. He didn't put out that audio recording. He didn't do the AI shit or piece it together or none of that. He simply reacted to a video that was put out there by another channel. He said, is this real? What is it? He never once said it was real or it wasn't real. He just basically fucking looked at it from the side view, from the rear view mirror and said, maybe this is some content I could speak upon. Now, of course, when you do things like that, people are automatically, you put your fucking hat in the brass ring, they're automatically going to reach for it. So they're going to throw your name out there. And because G-Face decided, for no other reason, right, than to mention Flacco's name, of course, people started to assume, making asses out of themselves, that Flacco was the first one to drop that. But I'm here to tell you, in fact, man, I've watched every little piece of this information, and that channel has been deleted now, or the video has been taken off of it. And it had nothing to do with Flacco. He merely fucking reacted to it. All he did was say, hey, you know what? Could this be real? Could it not be real? Wow, there's something to think on, right? If it is, ooh-wee. If it's not, then it is what it is. Of course, a lot of people are going to say it was none of his business, or it's none of my business, or shut the fuck up. And at the end of the day, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but they're simply that, just opinions, just like we have. And we're content creators, we're going to put it out there. I'm not here in defense of Flacco, man. We don't even, you know what I mean? We've bumped heads in the past. We don't even get along like that. You know what I mean? He does his thing, I do mine. Step out my way, I'll step out your way. And let's just go our ways. And we're good like that, in the hood like that. You know, but right is right. I've always been one of those people, man. I'm going to speak intelligently, highly, and correctly when it comes to situations, man. That guy was getting thrown under the bus, and a lot of people coming at him thinking that he fucking fabricated this fucking recording and shot it to G-Face to cause controversy. I'm not going to lie. I looked at that like, oh, did he? What he? Should he? Could he? And at the end of the day, he didn't, man. So, you know, that's where that's at as far as me speaking on that situation. So G-Face definitely just pulled it up off the internet. He happened to see the reaction and fucking couldn't wait. Fucking was slobbering at the mouth for any type of misdirecting information he could find on Bozo to basically shed a bad light on him. You know, it gets serious though. When you make those accusations, man, and that type of shit, man, you can't just do. You can't take that lightly with a grain of salt. How many people really feel a certain way about that? So anyways, back to fucking Swifty Blue. Okay, I hope Swifty is healed. You know, the word on the curb, I did a video on it, man. They say that Vato got beat up on the court steps, right? I seen the video of him walking away. He didn't look really like he was getting beat up on him. He was getting highly disrespected, but more so it looked like he was just trying to go to court. He was like, fuck, hey, man, I can't go nowhere. Is that shit? I can't do nothing, Holmes, right? And you can't. When you put yourself on social media, man, when you're looked at as a character or you've constantly disrespected people, you have to keep your head on swivelization. You never know when that day's coming. And there's a lot of people, whether it be on some hood politics, some street politics, some gang-related politics, or whatever it may be, there's a lot of people that don't like this guy for whatever reason. So you always got to be aware and pay attention, man. Now, I know when people say he got shanked, man, the world went crazy. Everyone was like, yeah, fuck yeah, right? But it never happened. But G-Face, I guess, seen this video of Swifty, the aftermath of what quite possibly could have been a beatdown, or maybe Swifty could have got his issue. You know, who says he didn't land a couple punches? We didn't see that video. We only seen the end. Who even knows if they fought, right? I mean, it looked like he got beat up. On Instagram, I mean, not beat up, but it looked like he was involved, right? Allegedly. But that's neither here nor there. What is here is the fact that G-Face has been going in on Swifty and talking shit about him. You know, when does the clouttivity stop? When does the grasping of straws stop, man? When, you know, you can't serve two masters. You can't be an entrepreneur, businessman, talking about, you know, helping people get involved in the trucking industry, which I noticed there's a lot of channels saying that, man, he's doing some misdirection and some real sly, slick shit. I don't know, homie. But, because I don't know that business. But, you know, you can't be trying to help people out. I'm just here to help people, man, to give people the game. And then at the same time, be a rapper and going on fucking No Jumper and all this shit. Now, one more thing, G-Face, I wanted to talk about. The Armenian Wes Watson of this YouTube shit, right? I seen that he felt played by Adam, man. I see how Adam tried to play him and Whack 100 into some beef. And we already know when it comes to Bubble Butt 100, man, he's always going to be in the mix. I got the tapes on Power. Right? There's always going to be some type of drama that he's involved in, man. Cat Williams could get arrested in New York City for fucking touching another man, and Whack 100 knows all about it, right? He's definitely involved. In fact, you know, just like this dude, Christian Keys, who's exposing some big mogul in the industry, it was blowing the internet up this weekend. I bet you Whack knows. I bet you Whack's like Tyler Perry, you know, Scarp. This guy knows everything. So for him to actually be right in a situation really tripped me out. And he was right, man, to put Adam on the spot, because Adam was trying to expose the fact that, or trying to cause some drama between G-Face and Whack 100, and then of course they got down to the bottom of it. They spoke behind the scenes like men are supposed to do. I got to give him brownie points for that one, you know. And then they put Adam on the spot, or at least, well, they both did. And of course, G-Face, I seen an interview where he says he felt played, Holmes. He felt played because Adam's wife being Armenian, you know, he got some love for him, broke bread at his house with them. He couldn't believe that he would put him in this position. But you got to understand, Adam is the slave master. He thinks you're LeVar Burton from the movie Roots. He's trying to get you to change your name, homie. He's going to cut your foot off. He's on some weird shit, right? He's definitely trying to utilize the black, brown, and Armenian. So what you need to do is stay up out of Adam's way. But I mean, I'm sure everyone told him that. He just, you know, when clout is a hell of a drug, Holmes. When you want to be known, you know, this is my first indication. If you've been a rapper for a long time, Holmes, and you're steadily working your way up, and you've been doing this, and you put in the necessary work, and you're gaining your name the right way, like Mexican OT and several of these other cats, man, that have been doing it for years, I respect that. But when you're 40-something years old and you just start rapping, Holmes, and all of a sudden, you know, any person that will interview you, it could be some motherfucking dude with 500 fucking supporters, and you'll go on any channel. I got you. You're trying to put your name out there. Come on, bro. You know, if you got all this money and Lamborghinis and things of that nature, then a few crumbs on the table, it shouldn't mean nothing. It's whatever, man. It just shows the content of a man's character, you know, to chase that. You know, you don't chase the bag, Holmes. You walk to that motherfucker, right? Boom. It'll come to you or it won't. You know, I know about getting up every morning and hustling and grinding. It's what you're supposed to do. It's what we were taught. It's what's bred into us, man. But at the end of the day, man, you don't deface your values and your morals and your stance in life, man, for a few pennies. It's just not worth it. You know, that's what I learned. Anyways, so back to fucking Swifty, who's over there fucking all tweckled up. You got fucking G-Face disrespecting him. And I thought they were friends, Holmes. I thought they were on a friendly basis. Shouldn't that guy be congratulating or thanking fucking Swifty for even merely putting him in a picture that had people wondering, damn, who is this guy? And I think, you know, look, I'm going to be honest with you. You guys want to be real? I'm going to be real. I think a lot of the times, us as consumers of a product, you know, especially on YouTube where everything is sold on face value, a lot of us judge a person on their looks, their characteristics, their charisma, the type of content they bring, you know. It's just like Wes Watson, for instance, right? I hate to speak on Wes, but we're going to, right? A lot of people, he had that look. He was on swole, all tatted down. People were like, oh shit, he's been to prison, right? And later on, come to find out, that Vato was out of state. He was never in Salinas Valley. He was never in any of these places he said he was, right? So a lot of people feel played, but in the meantime, in between time, it didn't matter. He worked the system. He was able to do it all based upon looks and by screaming at you, right? And I think G-Face, that's why I call him the Armenian Wes Watson. I think he has a little bit of that because he's all tatted down, a little bit of a bigger dude, man. People are like enraptured with it. Oh shit, this fool's a gangster. Come on now, man. Whether or not he truly is, man, I know what gangsters are. And gangsters don't do some of the shit that he's doing. Straight up. I'm not going to say he ain't down or he won't fight or he's doesn't have hands. I'm not going to say none of that because I don't know. But I'm going to say gangsters don't move that way. Anyways, man, what you need to do, G-Face, is apologize to Swifty Blue. That thing did nothing to you. Damn, homie. Everybody wants to shit on this. I know how it feels. You know, for everyone to turn their back on you and say, fuck you, toma, right? And just wiggle. You know, but at the end of the day, damn, does this guy truly deserve it? I don't fuck with that dude. Why don't you fuck with him? Yeah, I know why. You don't want none of his pleito, huh? His problems. Shit, now he's not going to fuck with you. Because you're the one with more problems than anyone else. Anyways, with that being said, man, I just wanted to voice some opinions out there, man. Throw some shit out there. I hope you move smooth with a purpose. And remember, man, I'm not doing this to defame or belittle anyone. I'm clowning. I'm having a good time, man. This is not meant to be no harm. I'm not directing anyone to do a violent act to anyone, man. I'm just saying, let's use some common sense here. And I see it like you see it, peoples. This is some fucking tricky shit. You know, hey, you're supposed to thank the man that helped you out. Not fucking piss on him. Come on, man. This ain't a Drake concert. Hey, give me that, honey. Who the fuck you think you are? R. Kelly, Come on, G-Face, get your shit together. With that being said, move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive to struggle, the struggle to strive, and we're going to continue to do what we does. Thank you guys for all the support I've been getting. I highly appreciate it. And in the words of Gunner, are you ready? Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's real, man. That's being real. Fuck you, man. If people don't like it, they're not going to like it. What can you do? You know, I drop shorts all the time, man, and people are like, you're glorifying prison. Well, then go, puto. You know what I mean? You watched it. Bang, bang. Come on now. Go over there and see exactly how glorified it is. I'm just telling you, I'm not trying to glorify you. I'm trying to terrify you. Bang, bang. The gun.